Hi, welcome to Jovie's Home. I post new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Today I am going to be sharing with you 5 ways to save money like the Dutch. So if that sounds good to you, then why don't you come on in, kick off your shoes and stay a while. I'm really glad you're here. Alright, you guys, so it is no secret that I love the Netherlands. I love living in the Netherlands, and I feel like I have grown so much as a human being and as a person, and I have learned so many things by being in the Netherlands from Dutch people and Dutch culture. One of the biggest influences, and I think it's such a positive one, and that's why I want to share, is that my relationship with money entirely changed when I moved to the Netherlands. In my previous life as an American, I was very much part of the consume mentality, where I wanted to have all the same things that everyone else had, the fanciest, not the fanciest, but like it was just about quantity as opposed to quality. So, not wearing the same thing twice, or you couldn't, like, I had to have every single eyeshadow and lipstick on the planet. Like, it was just about having so much, or at least that was my relationship with money. And then coming to the Netherlands, I learned a whole different way. So I will be sharing in this video 5 ways that I learned how to save money like the Dutch. And I really invite you, if you are Dutch, to please fill up those comments with ways that you yourself save money, because I'm always looking for tips on that. And I'm sure so will the people who have been interested in watching this video. They will benefit from your tips. And even if you're not Dutch, but you are from wherever and you have a great tip on how to save money, let us know, because that's awesome. All right, you guys, without any further ado, let's get into the tips. So the first tip, it took me many years to learn, and now I regret it so much. But what the Dutch do is they check and renegotiate their annual utilities contracts every year. So companies in the Netherlands, and maybe in other places too, I don't know, but definitely in the Netherlands, they have much better deals for attracting new customers. So whether that is your energy provider, your health insurance, your phone provider, your internet provider, all of these people that provide utilities and services to you, your car insurance, all of these things, they have better rates for new clients. So it's not that they value existing clients and give them discounts for being with them for 20 years. Nope. Somebody that's brand new is going to have a better price than someone that's been around for a long time. So Dutch people generally switch their contracts every year. And let's say that they're really happy with their internet provider and they don't actually want to switch. They'll still call a competitor, find out what they're offering, call their actual provider and say, maybe I can go to, from you, company A, I'm going to go to company B, and they're going to give it to me for 10 euros a month cheaper than what you're offering. At that moment, your current company is going to be able to offer you a discount or offer you a better rate on something. This kind of proactivity and really chasing the best deals that you can possibly have, it takes legwork and it takes time. Now one thing that I've done is I have an Excel spreadsheet that I have, every single monthly bill that I have to pay. I have the date of the contract and when it starts, when it ends, so that I can proactively call before that contract is automatically renewed and get a better deal. Whether that is to stay at the same rate or get a cheaper one, or alternatively switch. This is a genius way, and this is how the Dutch save money. Number 2, the number 2 way that Dutch people save money is that they actually save up their money and pay in cash for purchases. I think pretty much everything, even cars, they will save up until they have the total amount for the car and pay in cash. The only exception, I think, of course there's exceptions to all of this. People borrow money for all kinds of things, but in general, I think Dutch people get mortgages, and for everything else, they pay cash. So it's really inspiring to see people, saving up for years for their dream car. And even though they could maybe go and get a loan or get a lease or something, they don't do it. It's really funny for me as an American, and funny, I mean, in a positive way, like I'm not laughing at it, but I've heard commercials where they talk about, oh, you can private lease this, or, we can finance that or whatever. And then at the end of every commercial where they're telling you about financing something, there's like a little disclaimer and it goes like, let up.
Let op. Geld lenen kost geld.
Which means beware. Borrowing money costs money. So with every, even commercial where they're trying to sell you something, they are still telling you like, but don't borrow money to get this thing. Wait, save up, and save yourself some money. So it's incredible. The willpower for me, like the willpower that it takes to actually wait until you have that money saved up, but it saves you money in the end. All right, you guys, the third way that Dutch people save money, and this is really, really fun for me, is they really like use everything up, right? So there's this thing, and I'll ask Dan, can you insert a picture here? It is called I'm sorry if my pronunciation is not correct, but a flessenlikker. Flessenlikker. And that means a bottle liquor. Not liqueur, not like the drink, no, liquor, like. So it's like, it is basically something that if you have like a jar of jam or Nutella or whatever spread, peanut butter, whatever it is this tool that helps you to scoop out every last bit of it so that you are not wasting not even one penny or one fraction of a penny by throwing out something that you can actually consume. Really cool, really mind-blowing, but this is just, I think, not so much about having the flessenlikker. It is more about the mentality of thinking about it and thinking about, can I still have another use out of this product? Can I still finish up something in the bottle, or is it actually really ready to go to the recycling? Not about just, there's a bit left, but I'm not going to put the work in, or this, who cares about scooping out that last bit? No. If you want to save money like the Dutch, you are going to use up every last bit of it. And the flessenlikker is going to help you do that. The number 4 way that Dutch people save money, from my experience, is that they really hold off on impulse purchases or frivolous purchases. So, for example, I was talking to some Dutch ladies, and I was saying like, oh, well, when you have, let's say, a phone contract for 2 years, and then the next year they offer you a new phone, would you get that? And they said, well, does my 2-year-old phone still work? And I said, sure, it still works, but it's no longer like the new phone. She was like, no, why? If I have a phone that works, I'm not going to get a new phone. Like, that is a frivolous or stupid purchase that is not necessary. And as long as I still have my phone that works, I'm going to use that. And I was thinking, wow, because back in the day when I was in the States, I was definitely like waiting for my contract to expire just to get the new phone, just so that I could have the newest, latest thing. But how wasteful is that? I mean, not only is it wasting your money, but it's also wasting the Earth's resources that are, already in trouble. So why? Save yourself some money and just wait. And when your phone is broken or whatever that thing is, then you get a new one when you actually need it. Not just because you can have it, right? Another lady that I was talking to, because I do talk to Dutch people in my community about, when I have an idea for a video, I'll ask them like, okay, so how do you save money? And one thing that she was telling me is, as you live here for a longer time, you're going to see that some shops have like reoccurring sales. Or in this specific case, she was talking about this shop called Ici Paris, which is like it's like a beauty shop. They sell fragrances and cosmetics and stuff. And she said, I know that at least one time a year, they're going to have a sale on mascara. And all mascara is going to be 25% off. That sale happens once, possibly twice a year. But that's the only time that I'm going to buy a mascara is when it's on sale. I am not paying full price for it. No way. So this is just an example. I'm sure that there can be many more. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, basically, when you know that you're going to need something, maybe you stock up for the year, or you wait for the sale. You don't just buy it because you want to get it. I mean, you can, but if you want to save money like a Dutch person, you're going to wait. You're going to wait until that thing goes on sale, and then you're going to get it. And the fifth way that you can save money like a Dutch person, well, I guess this is kind of cheating because it's not really a fifth way, but it is a way that you can teach your children to save money like a Dutch person. And that is to start teaching them from a young age. Now, I know in the States and Canada and other countries where I've lived, we do like allowances and kids get them. But I think that the relationship with the child and the allowance is a little bit different than in the Netherlands. From what I've experienced and talked to, and parents, please chime in below. I have small kids. I need to do this eventually, so let me know what you do. But basically, parents cover like a certain costs for their kids, like of course, and depending on your child's age, you're going to be doing something different for an 8-year-old and a 17-year-old. It's going to be different. But basically, once you start giving your child an allowance, that is kind of like their money to buy the things that they want. So if they go with you to a shop and they see, I don't know, a candy bar that they want, they can buy it with their money. You as the parent are not going to be buying it. Or toys, certainly toys. And the allowances are tiny. They're like 50 cents a week or something. It's not like tiny. But like, the mentality behind this, from what I understand from the people that I've talked to, is you want to make the allowance small enough where the child is going to have to wait till the end of the month to buy something meaningful. So whether that's like a couple euro toy or something like that, but you're going to have to you're teaching them to wait for it. Not that that's like that instant gratification, or that they have their money and then they still know that every time I point something to in a shop, my parents are going to buy it. No, you are really teaching them to wait. And just as a side note, like another thing, I know a lot of parents encourage their kids that they split their allowance into thirds. So something to spend, something to save, and something to give, which is incredible. I mean, when we're talking about €1 a week or 50 cents a week and you're splitting that into thirds, like, it's crazy, but it works because Dutch people's relationship with money is so different than what I've experienced in the past. And that's because they're learning it from such a young age. I understand that teenagers, even though they'll have a bigger allowance, for example, parents will say they give, let's say, €25 a month for allowance to a teenager, but the teenager has to buy all their clothes from that money. And the parents will say, like, okay, I'll buy like a good winter coat, boots, like the real basics. But if you just want a tank top, or you want some cute jewelry, or you want something that comes out of your €25 budget, you're going to have that, and you're going to have to budget, and you're going to have to learn how to save up for the things that you want, and know that that money is really what you have. And if you don't spend that on the things that you need, then you're not going to have it when you want something, like it's just I don't know. I think it's incredible. And also, I mean, in the States too, I think you can like work from the same age, like around 14, 15. But kids here are working at that age. Like they have a part-time job, like after school or during the summer or something, in order to be able to have some of their money to buy and spend on the things that they want. So the last thing that I wanted to mention, but I'm not sure if this is country specific or if it's just a local thing that happens where I live, is that even from age 8, children are receiving lessons in school about money and teaching them about having a healthy relationship with money. So somebody that I was talking to was telling me how her child had come home from school and was talking about how in school she had learned that it's actually kind of a bad idea to watch a lot of advertisements or TV, like with a lot of commercials, like that you should walk away when a commercial comes on, because you are only being tempted to buy more things. And by walking away from that temptation, you're going to have a better relationship with money. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting and really, I don't know, like an insightful way to do something, you know, where so you're learning from your parents, you're learning from your school, the community as a whole. And yeah, I think one of the reasons that the Dutch are financially stable is because of all of these things. So yeah. So anyway, what do you guys think about all this? What do you think about my 5 points? Please tell me more of yours. I am so inspired by everyone's comments, and just in general by living in the Netherlands. I find it very inspirational to be here and to learn from you, from your culture. I feel like I've become like a better, smarter person from being here, and I'm really grateful to the Dutch people who have, you know, contributed to that, and you guys, the viewers, who continue to contribute to that education. So thank you so much. Thanks for coming over. Oh, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And let's see if we can get this video, like, let's give it a lot of thumbs ups and get this video on screens in other countries, so maybe other non-Dutch people can actually learn something from you guys too. So thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, give this video a thumbs up. Please click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you for coming over. Thanks for spending any time that you did with me today. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful that you are here, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.